Well, we meet again. Welcome back to those who have been here. Hello to those who are joining. Welcome. Okay, this is day 3 of the podcast. I should say season 1, episode 3. Yes, so this is a podcast where I'm just going to talk about whatever. If you have any requests, any topics that you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. You can text them to me. You can add me on Instagram at AgentK21. You can DM me. You can fax me, email. Any way that you would like to reach me, you can. And if you have a topic suggestion, please let me know. I am taking all requests. No topic is off limits. You heard it. No topic is off limits. Let's go. All right. So today I would like to talk about follow-up from what I talked about on the last podcast. If you haven't heard it yet, go check it out. It's on Spotify. It's on Anchor. It's on Spotify and Anchor. We're working on those other platforms to get those up and running, so they'll be there soon. But I mentioned in the last episode how everything is one, how everything is connected. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But first, do I have any shout outs that I need to give? Any birthdays, any Libra birthdays coming up this week? Not mine, anyone this week though. If you are having a birthday, shout out to you. What other small talk did I want to say? There was something else I wanted to say. I'm trying to think of what it was before I got into this topic. There is a suicide awareness walk going on this Sunday, which happens to be tomorrow for those who are located here in Miami Beach. I don't have the details right now, but why mention it, right? I don't know. But if you would like more information about it, please contact me and I will get that for you. The registration has ended for online, but they will start registration tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. If you are interested in joining my team, please let me know. I will be there tomorrow for the Suicide Awareness Walk. It's called Out of the Darkness. The 5K walk out of the darkness. If you don't have a charity that you donate to or support, I encourage you to do so. You will see those blessings come back to you tenfold. And not only that, just it's good to give. So give from your heart, give from your soul, and from the things you believe in, and they will be received. Okay, so I want to talk about this topic called oneness. Topic on oneness, okay? What is it? How do I get it? Where is it from? Why does it exist? Oneness is always in existence, okay? Oneness is the reality of everything. Separation is the illusion of everything. But the truth of everything is that we all are one, meaning we are all connected. So what that means, everything is connected. Everything has energy. Everything is operating out of that same energy. And the way that it manifests, whatever form it takes, is what makes it unique and different. But it doesn't make it separate. And I think that it's important to appreciate differences and to honor those because it is all you at the same time. So, with that being said, oneness is everything. Everything is everything, as the great Lauryn Hill once said. Everything is everything, okay? Everything is one. Everything is connected. And the more that we move away from the illusion of separation, the more we can really, truly, authentically, and unconditionally love everything in every aspect. Because when you realize that everything is one, you realize you can't do anything to yourself, and you can't do anything to anyone else without causing pain to yourself. I'm going to say that again. You can't do anything to anyone or anyone's self without causing harm to yourself. What I mean by that is, if you judge someone, you are judging yourself. And if you judge yourself, you're judging someone else. So when it comes to oneness, it's very important to realize that everything is connected. You can't hurt someone else without hurting yourself simultaneously. It's impossible. It's all one. It's all connected. So in the last podcast, I said, angels and demons are one and the same. Light and the dark is one and the same. It's because there's no separation. It's an illusion to think that things are separated. That's why racism is an illusion. That's why sexism is an illusion. These are all just man-made constructs that we have made out of fear, because the old paradigm was based in fear. It was based in separation. And as I mentioned before, that is a kingdom of darkness mindset to have separation, because all is inclusive, all is one. The kingdom of darkness wants to have hierarchy. They wants to have one being greater than the other, and that's just not the case. We all reflect to each other. We all mirror each other. We all can learn from each other. If we take the time to see and listen, we can. And so, there is no separation. There's nothing that exists without its opposite, and there's nothing that doesn't exist within you. So when you see someone next time, you're walking down the street and you see someone and you don't like something about them, think about how that same thing resides within you. Think about how the same things that you don't like about other people are probably the same things you don't like about yourself. Now, whether they present themselves in the same exact way, that's, entirely up to if it does or doesn't. But the point of it is, if you really look deep enough, you'll see the common denominator there. And it works vice versa. If you really admire something in someone else, look at how you admire that same thing within yourself. It might be buried, it might be suppressed, but it's in there. It doesn't go away, it's in there. And I just want people to understand that it's all one. And I think one of the best illustrations of oneness is the yin-yang sign. Yin and yang, it's all one. You know the reason why the yin-yang sign is in a circle is because it is all one. It doesn't cross over a border. It's all a circle. Which reminds me, that's what I was going to say. A little shameless plug. If you add me on Instagram at AgentK21, add me on Instagram, you can actually schedule a private counseling session with moi. You can schedule a private counseling session with me. It's all free. I might just add that. It's all pro bono. It is at no cost to you as the client. You get an hour session with me. Donations are appreciated. I will say that. I will not block my blessing. Donations are greatly appreciated. I thank you in advance for those donations. Yes, I do. But you go ahead and click that link in that bio, and then you go ahead and book yourself a session. You can book yourself an hour-long session with me. We do these virtually, or we do them in person. If you're located here in Florida, Miami, we can do them in person. But it'll never be at any cost to you. You'll never be charged for it, because this is what I do. Counselor is who I am. And yes, I studied my ass off for it, but it was already there before I even started school. And a little fun fact, another little gem here. Started undergrad at 17. And I just want to say 17 is a beautiful number. That's all I want to say. So when you come back to the oneness of everything, you'll realize that it's all connected. You'll see all the dots have been connecting your whole life, which is, the way my mind works. It works in connecting dots, and seeing the big picture and also seeing the small details. And I don't believe that's just a gift I have. I think that most of us have that gift too. And if we don't realize we have it, we can harness it, we can learn it, we can craft it. And so there's nothing that you can't get, okay, because it's already within you. You just got to activate those things that are already there. And so yes, one definition of oneness, I will give a little blurb here from one of the sources that I connect to, which I will leave nameless for now. Oneness is an energetic process meant to assist the human collectiveness in opening up to the higher version of reality. A love-based form of living centered around unity rather than the conflict-based separation paradigm that has been common for centuries. Okay, so this has been the norm. So anytime you do anything against the norm, there's going to be a little bit of resistance. So if it doesn't fully register, or there's any way that you say, oh, this is just gibberish or bullshit or whatever, just be okay with that, okay? This is that red pill talk right here. That's what I meant to do too. I wanted to give you guys the disclaimer that you take that red pill, you're going to sit your ass down and we're going to sit. Or you take that blue pill, you can lay your ass in that nasty ass bed. But anyway, all I'm saying is it's a choice. Dig deeper. It's a choice. But once you recognize that everything is one, you will find yourself embracing instead of rejecting. And the more that you embrace yourself, the more that you embrace others. So I want to just say that you are the way you are for a reason. Okay, there's nothing wrong with anybody. Nobody needs to fix or change themselves, because guess what? Change is constant. Growth, however, is optional. So you don't have to change. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to be anything else. You're perfect and beautiful just as you are. All you have to do is embrace and accept and have total approval of everything that you dislike about yourself and everything that you like about yourself. That's the key. You get that key, you unlock that door, you're good to go. That's all it is about. And once you embrace this, as they call it, the dark night of the soul, you will see things about yourself that you may wish you hadn't seen. You may see things about the collective human society that you wish you hadn't seen. You may see things about your family you wish you hadn't seen. But once you unlock that door, there's a peace and there's a grace that gives you an overstanding to accept and embrace those difficult challenges. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself above all else, because this is some heavy shit. So just be there for yourself. Be unconditionally present with yourself. Don't run from it. No, don't run. Don't run from it. You sit with it. You embrace it. And that is how you can be an alchemist. That's how you transmute darkness into light, is you sit with it. I'm going to share just, and not even a personal story, but just a I don't know what to call it, personal story. But as you do that inner work and you see, you kind of have to meet some of your demons at that point, at that stage. Now, the old consciousness has been, cast that motherfucking demon out. I'm obviously exaggerating, but that's been the conscious way of dealing with things we don't like, You can see the last episode talking about witchcraft and witches and fairies that also demonize so many things instead of embracing them. So what I'm getting towards is that when you reach a certain level, you no longer even try to cast your demons out, because you recognize that they're a part of you. And if they're a part of you, they're a part of you for a reason. Now, it takes a brave soul to do this, so no shame, no condemnation if you don't. No judgment in any of this. This has been my own personal process of confronting my demons, not confronting them with anger and hostility, but embracing them with love. And I tell you what, it takes such humility, and you have to be really humble and also very brave to sit down and have a Bruce chat with one of your demons, because they will talk to you and they will tell you lots of things. But anyway, I wasn't even trying to go there, but there we go. But it is there because it's all one. So voila. The point of the matter is, we don't need to reject any part of ourselves. We've done that for centuries. We've done that for our lifetime of trying to change and trying to fix what isn't broken. All we need to do is love what isn't broken and love those rejected aspects of ourselves. And we need to pour that liquid gold into those cracks of our soul. And that is how we become whole, and that is how we become one. So just remember that you're beautiful and you're great. Now I'll leave you with this quote. If you don't fit into the world, it's because you're here to create a new one. And with that, tune in for the next episode. I'm going to talk about some star seeds, some light workers, and any requests you have, still feel free to tell me about them. I'm listening. All right. Until next time. Microphone check, microphone check. Two things I remembered I wanted to say is anyone that is interested in doing a feature, being a guest star on my podcast, please let me know. I'm down to collaborate. Let's do this. Let's get it. Okay. I got some people lined up who may become guest appearances. And if you're interested in becoming one of those guest appearances, please let me know. Text me, fax me, call me, whatever. The other thing I wanted to say, I recently watched this older film that changed the game, okay? It changes the game. It made me feel so seen in my life journey right now, because I feel so seen. And they actually just made a new series for this movie on Netflix. It's called The Dark Crystal, 1982 film by Jim Henson. For those who do not know, Jim Henson is the creator of The Muppets. And in 1982, he released a movie called The Dark Crystal, which is now a series on Netflix for the newbies, okay? But I would advise to go back and watch this older film, the original, the OG, if you will. Watch this film because it explains oneness in such a way that I think is beautiful. Now I'm going to play an excerpt from the scene here where the oneness is explained. But in order to get the full picture, I recommend you actually go to Netflix and watch the whole movie, okay?
What was sundered and undone shall be whole, the two made one. And now the prophecy is fulfilled. We are again one. Many ages ago, in our arrogance and delusion, we shattered the pure crystal, and our world split apart. Your courage and sacrifice have made us whole and restored the true power of the crystal. Hold her to you. She is part of you, as we all are part
heart of each other. Now we leave you the crystal of truth. Make your world in its light.